Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome to my channel. Today is a video all about MaxPass at Disneyland, how it's quite a bit different from FastPass Plus at Walt Disney World, and why I absolutely loved it and think it's worth every penny you pay for it. I'm so glad that you're here. So if you are someone who typically goes to Walt Disney World like I am, you probably have not even heard of MaxPass, or maybe you don't know much about it or how does it work. But MaxPass was just rolled out a couple of years ago, and it is Disneyland's FastPass system that you can do on your phone, but it also costs extra money. So Disneyland still has the old school FastPass that we used to have at Walt Disney World before FastPass Plus and My Disney Experience and all of that. You know, they have the actual machines, you put your ticket in and you get an actual paper FastPass. They also offer MaxPass for $15 per day. Now, MaxPass is amazing. What happens is it is on your phone. You cannot make your reservations in advance. So in a way, I kind of like that because I didn't have to worry about making my reservations in advance. But once you get into the park for the day, you go ahead and purchase your MaxPass for that particular day, and you are good to go to start making those FastPass reservations on your phone. There are no limits to how many FastPasses you can get in a day. There are time limits. So when you make a FastPass reservation, let's say that we got one on we got one on one day for $9.45 for Hyperspace Mountain. And then we could make our next FastPass reservation either at $10.45 or after we had used that first reservation. But if it's pushed later in the day, for example, if we found a Matterhorn FastPass that we wanted at 4, we could go ahead and book that reservation and we could still get another FastPass at $10.45, if that makes sense. And those of you that used to go to Disney World or Disneyland before all this rolled out will remember this. So even if your FastPass was pushed later in the day, there was still a time in which you could get another FastPass. Here's why it was so amazing. If you have a park hopper in between the two parks, we were actually able to get FastPasses for California Adventure while we were standing in Disneyland Park, which was great because there was no bouncing back and forth between the two parks. Now, the days we were there, it was not very crowded except for the last day. So we were pretty much able to, every time that FastPass window came up, we were able to just automatically get another FastPass. Those of you that have watched my video where I talk about the day that I got 10 FastPasses in one day by using the rolling FastPasses, and I'll put a link to that right here. That was 10 FastPasses. The first day we were there, we rode 12 attractions using FastPass. Many attractions we did multiple times. There are no tiers. There's none of this like you can only get a FastPass for one thing in this category. You can have multiple FastPasses at the same time. You can again, like I said, you can be in Disneyland and you can book a FastPass for California Adventure. The other big thing is you are only competing with other MaxPass users. So for example, we walked by Hyperspace Mountain and it said, I think it was like noon, and it said that the FastPass was 4 o'clock. I pulled it up on MaxPass and was able to get a MaxPass for like $12.45. Which that just blew my mind, and it kind of took me a minute to figure it out. I was like, wait a minute, why does that say 4 o'clock? But on MaxPass, I can get it in 45 minutes. It's two separate pools of people, if that makes sense. So you have your paper FastPass people, and those are limited, but then you have your MaxPass. So if not a lot of people have purchased MaxPass on that particular day, you're gonna have all kinds of MaxPass availability, and that was exactly our experience. Now, it works a little bit different than Disney World in that you don't have a magic band. So what you're going to do is just swipe your phone. And I'll show you, I'll put in a video clip of me doing just that. It's actually really easy to use once you get the hang of it. You can link multiple people on one phone, which I liked a lot better than FastPass Plus, because instead of all of you having to tap your band, it's just the person who's kind of controlling the reservations, which of course was me. The other thing that I was able to do, and I don't think this is breaking a rule, but on one of them, it was for Soarin' over California. My son had decided to go back to the room, so I had his FastPass. So he was back at the room, and I was easily able to go ahead and use his FastPass to go ahead and go on the attraction. I was also able, you're supposed to be in the parks to make the reservations, but we had gone back for a break one day, and because our hotel was so close to the parks, I was able to make FastPass reservations from our hotel, which was awesome because I was on the app going, oh, we should go because I just made us a Matterhorn FastPass, so we should go ahead and walk the 6 minutes to get back to the resort. I found it incredibly easy to use, to the point that I now am spoiled forever when I go back to Walt Disney World and use FastPass Plus. I get while they cannot do something like this at Disney World, because I just think you're talking about so many more people at Walt Disney World, it might be impossible to manage. I know a lot of people don't like that it's yet an additional charge, but it's not, you know, we've been to Six Flags many times and my kids have wanted that Speedy Gonzales pass and it's ridiculous. I want to say it's like $79 or $89. Universal has an option like that. That is a lot more money to add on. So at $15 a day, I feel like it really is a reasonable option. And you guys know I say all the time, you can save time or you can save money, but you can never save both. So if you really are wanting a little bit less stressful experience at Disneyland and you want to get on more attractions, I think the MaxPass is a fantastic idea and I loved the way the technology worked. I definitely recommend that you get the MaxPass. I'm sure you have questions, so make sure you put those in the comments below. If you're not subscribed, please make sure you do so. Thank you for watching my video today and have a good one. Talk to you soon. Be good to each other. Bye-bye.